We are back for game number 2 here at the Glacier Ice Arena in Vernon Hills, and this one is the number 3 seed Ice Dogs taking on the number 7 seed Stallions. And just like in the first game, the higher seed with an opportunity to advance to the championship game with a victory. The Ice Dogs, if they win, will go on to take on the top seed Peoria Mustangs next Sunday down at Inwood. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to game number 2 of this 2023 Premier Select Chicago Blackhawks NIHL tournament. My name is Aaron Shellen, and we got the Ice Dogs and the Mustangs here in the second half of our doubleheader. Let's take a look at both teams and kind of see what's at stake here this afternoon. So the Ice Dogs finished third in the Premier Select Peewee division this season with a record of 11-7, while the Stallions finished in 7th place with a mark of 7-8-3. How did they get here, though? So the Stallions lost to Rockford back on the 9th by the final score of 3-1, which sent them into the losers bracket. They then emerged victorious over Rockford 5-4 in overtime, which sends them to this matchup here. The Ice Dogs defeated Winnetka back on the 9th 2-1, and they defeated Rockford for that second Rockford loss by the score of 3-2. And that is how those teams get here. So what's at stake? As I said, if the Ice Dogs win, they win and they're in. They win, they will move on next Sunday to take on Peoria. If the Stallions win, they will force a winner-take-all Game 3 tomorrow evening at 6:20 on the South Rink here in Vernon Hills. These two teams played twice during the regular season, both times the Ice Dogs emerging victorious. Back on December 11th, that was a 3-0 victory, and then on January 24th, a 5-3 Ice Dogs victory. So the Ice Dogs have had the Stallions' number during the regular season, but as we've already seen here in the postseason, if you've been watching Extreme Sports Midwest this weekend, you will see that doesn't always matter. We've seen a team that went 3-0 during the regular season lose 2 straight games in the postseason to that team. So anything can happen here in the postseason. The Northern Illinois Hockey League is the largest youth hockey league in Illinois and one of the largest in the country. It is made up of over 50 travel hockey organizations. Almost all the clubs are from Illinois, with a few from Indiana, Iowa, Missouri, and Wisconsin. This is the 53rd season of play in the Northern Illinois Hockey League. And NIHL member organizations field Tier 2 travel teams that compete in the Squirt, Peewee, Bantam, and Midget age groups defined by USA Hockey. The league also offers all girls tournaments, hockey divisions each season. NIHL partners with the Chicago Blackhawks to hold the league's NIHL Blackhawks tournament at the conclusion of the season. For more information about NIHL and its programs, please contact Bob Apter, the NIHL president, or visit the website at nihil.info. And we are about ready to get going here. We got about 10 seconds left to go. So we're getting close to the start of game number 2. Game number 1 here in this doubleheader saw Peoria punch their ticket with a 6-1 victory over the number 4 seed Windy City Storm. That is a high-powered Peoria Mustangs offense, and the winner of this series will take them on the 19th at Inwood in Joliet. I want to thank you for joining me this afternoon and what might be the final Stream Sports Midwest broadcast of the year for NIHL, depending on what happens today. If the Stallions do beat the Ice Dogs here, we will bring you tomorrow night's winner-take-all Game 3. If the Ice Dogs win, that'll do it for us. That'll be a wrap, as they say. So we will see what happens. And if you are watching this game on YouTube, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know who you're rooting for. I will tell you that I am running this ship solo today, so I am broadcaster, I am cameraman, I am graphics director, and I am chat moderator. So there will be times where I fall behind a little bit. I apologize for that. My main goal is to make sure that you can see what's going on the ice. My secondary goal is to make sure that I can broadcast it to you in an efficient and correct manner. My third goal is to make sure the scoreboard is updated correctly. And my fourth goal is managing chat. But yes, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know who you're rooting for. I'll drop you a hello, and I'll call your favorite player's name out here live on the air. I'll probably call their name out anyway, but So starting goalies for the Stallions down to our left in the black and gold, Nathaniel Cantillion, number 40, rocking the blue pads going along with his black and gold. And down at the other side, that's Jason Turchinski, number 33 for the Ice Dogs. So Chicago Stallions coming out looking like the Boston Bruins in their black and gold. On the other side, the Ice Dogs in the white and gray with blue numbers, blue letters. And here comes the Stallions. Puck tipped away, thrown out to center ice. Nolan Northrup backhands it over to Gray Axel. Axel one-hands it out to center ice. Collision there. William Tompkins for the Ice Dogs. Backhands it forward. Backhanded in by Bryce Lothar. Turn around and slung down into the offensive zone for the Stallions while they go for a change. Other direction. Hard into the boards there is Brady Burns, and that'll be whistled down for an offsides here. 30 seconds in to period number 1. And this is a Chicago Stallions team that we actually brought you a game from them last week over at Fifth Third, this same 12U Peewee team. We've had some experience with the Stallions this year. We've done a handful of games for that program at various levels. Puck tipped away. That's going to be on the stick of Polsky. Peter Polsky takes it wide. Down below the red line, he's double teamed down there and stolen away. Puck thrown out to space. Only one there, though, will be Westerholm for the Stallions. And in these jerseys, I guarantee you, at some point, I will call them the Bruins. I am a native New Englander, so it will happen. I'm just preparing you for it now. Back at the point with it is Burns. Burns dumps it in deep. Behind the net with it, Nicholas Semino for the Ice Dogs. Thrown up ahead to Francisco Gelvin. Gelvin under his skates a little bit. Mason Abdul-Aleem plays it forward, and the Ice Dogs take it right back. It's Westerholm again in his own zone. Behind the net, around the boards, over to the other side. Gunnar Goldman gets underneath his stick, but it's still played out to center ice. Peter Cortis dumps it in. Taken there by the Ice Dogs. Walking in, shot, save made. Puck is out front, rebound, score! Cantillion did not see where that puck was, and the rebound was knocked home by... Try to get a number here. Looks like that's number 21, Dominic DiNicola. Knocks that one home, and an early first period goal here for the Ice Dogs. They take a 1-0 lead. Early lead for the Ice Dogs. And they're right back on the attack here. There's DiNicola again. Speaking of DiNicola, I want to call out Kimi DiNicola, who has been doing yeoman's work here for me this afternoon. As normally with two people, we've got somebody who can kind of be crowd control and manage the audience around me, but running this ship solo, it's a little bit harder. Kimi and her husband have done a great job making sure that I've been able to put on a broadcast unmolested, as they say. So thank you very much to Kimi and her husband for what you've done for me here this morning. Now behind the net, that's John McGrath back to the point. Tompkins, hard slap shot, goes over the net, hits the glass. Lothar back to the point. Dumps it in deep. Cortis. Double teamed in the corner. Plays the puck up to the near face-off dot. Some stick handling, and it's taken away by the Stallions. Up ahead to Mason Abdul-Aleem, number 5 in the black and gold. He's pinned against the boards, and puck is cleared out by the Ice Dogs. Tipped away, kept in. Kept in by Madden. Owen Madden takes it deep. Tries the backhand, taken away by Tristan Wu. Wu plays it up ahead. That's Ciccello, Leo Ciccello down there. Stops the far half board, slings the pass across onto the stick of Curtis. Curtis puts it in. It hits the dasher to the right of Cantillion. Up and not out. And it does finally make its way out to center ice. brought right back in here by, there's two number 7s, excuse me, two number 7s on my roster, so I'll have to see which number 7 that was. That was Hyunjun An, and he draws a penalty, I think. Yeah, going to the box will be number 21 for the Stallions, Gunnar Goldman. So the Ice Dogs already with a 1-0 lead, now a skater up for the next 2 minutes. Face off to the left of Nathaniel Quintillion. Draws one by the Stallions, banged around by Reed Alford. Kept in at the point by Panko. Near half boards, now Gretzky's office. Back into the near corner. Centering feed. There's DiNicola. The shot in, rebound, banged at by Lothar. Save made by Quintillion. Quintillion trying to get back to his skates. Knocked away. Shot whiffed on from the point. D to D over to Panko. Panko now over to McGrath. McGrath's shot is blocked, and the Stallions will skate out with it. That's Gray Axel, number 61 in black. Right back the other direction. McGrath across the blue line, fires the shot into the body of Alfred. Alfred takes the space given to him as it knocked away from him. And Tristan Wu now with some speed runs right into Rudy Way. And Way holds him up. And I think we're going to have a penalty called here for interference on Rudy Way. Not sure how that was interference. Way just sort of put his body in front of Tristan Wu. But for 57 seconds here in the first period, the Ice Dogs are going to be 2 skaters up. Great opportunity for the Ice Dogs to extend their lead here. The Ice Dogs, of course, playing on their home ice. This is their home rink. Glacier Ice Arena, a place that my partner Eric Willowhite and I have frequented quite a bit here over the last couple of years. We've been at this rink probably more than just about any other rink in the Chicagoland area. So 5-on-3 over on the far half boards. Centering feed over the stick of Wu back to the point. That's Zorik. Zorik over to the far face-off dot. Cross ice pass to space. Nobody there. Wu down deep. Back to the point to Zorik. Zorik down low. Wu will be the first one on it. Backhands it to Cordes. Peter Cordes skates out with it. Back down to Wu. Wu walks in. Wu cross ice feed. Shot, score! That was pretty hockey, as that was Leo Cicello taking the feed from Tristan Wu on the man advantage, and it is 2-0. That was as pretty a goal as you will see. Nothing Quintillion could do about that. He was 2 skaters out in front. Nice pass from Wu, cross ice to Cicello, and the Ice Dogs now with a 2-goal advantage here in the first period. Stallions got to get something going offensively. Again, if the Ice Dogs win, they punch their ticket to Joliet. Over now to the far side. That's Dominic DiNicola loses it. Center ice. Crumblis has it knocked off his stick. Down to McGrath here in front of us. McGrath gains the blue line. Top of the near faceoff dot. Walks through. McGrath in. Shot. Pad save. Back to Semino at the point. Semino with all sorts of time. Winds up. Puck is deflected behind the net. Ice Dogs putting the pressure on. That's McGrath. McGrath to Lothar. Lothar and McGrath play catch. McGrath below the red line. Still 39 seconds on the power play. In the corner, Lothar back to Semino at the point. Semino deep. 3-0. So that was a deflection onto the stick of, waiting for him to turn around here. I think that's DiNicola again. It was DiNicola, fortunate that time. That puck just found his stick, and he was able to bang it home. And it's quickly 3-0 Ice Dogs here in the first. Ice Dogs pouring it on the Stallions here in period number 1. There's still 7 minutes and 14 seconds left in the first period. And the Ice Dogs wasting no time. They want to end this thing before we reach period number 2. 2 power play goals here in the first period, giving the Ice Dogs a huge advantage. 5-player battle in front of the penalty box. A couple of Stallions skaters go down on the puck. Eventually dug out by the Ice Dogs. Down in front of us, Cicchello with the pass back. Gray Axel plays it forward. Walking now up with it are the Ice Dogs. That was Curtis. Curtis now below the red line. Behind the net. Taking it wide. This little cycle game here by the Ice Dogs. That's Tristan Way looking out front for Cicchello again, and this time just out of his reach. And the Stallions play it all the way down. It's the first time I've called Jason Turchinski's name as he plays that to his D-man. Up ahead to Ann. Ann mishandles it, and that'll be whistled down for an offsides. .607 left to go in the first period. Draws one by the Ice Dogs. Gain the red line, dump it in. Steer it into the corner by Cantillion. Kept in at the point smartly. Backhanded feet onto the stick of number 22. That's Dominic Semino. His shot goes wide. Abdul Aleem tries to clear it out. He can't. Gio Ori's finally able to get it out to center ice, but coming right back in is William Tompkins on his backhand. Takes it wide. Tries to drive to the net. Centering feed. Only black jerseys there. This is Mason Abdul Aleem. A ton of speed down the near side. Takes it wide. Has it sticked away from him. Ice Dogs take it right back. Kept in at the point, though. Shot by Goldman. Right pad save made by Turchinski. First shot of the period here for the Stallions. Tompkins up to the far half boards, cleared out to center ice. Walking into the offensive zone is McGrath. He loses a glove. Rudy Way now on the stick of Jake Pease. Pease pushes it back, and it's picked up by Reed Alford. Off the boards and out. Crumbless now as Pease with him. Crumbless up against the boards, knocked down. Puck is taken away by Cicchello. Pass up ahead to Lothar. Loses it at the blue line, though. Should have probably been offsides there, but nothing whistled down. And now it will be whistled down for an offsides as Goldman goes in ahead of the play. 4.5 left to go in the first period. 3-0. Ice Dogs with the lead. A couple of goals here by Dominic DiNicola and a power play goal by Leo Cicchello. Abdul Aleem on the draw with, I believe that's Tristan Wu. It was, and that's Francisco Gelvin. That was 19, not 29. They're both out there. Now it's Tristan Wu battling with Brady Burns. Takes it away, and here come the Ice Dogs. Tipped back on the stick of Jonathan Pashenko. Pashenko to Wu. Wu cross ice. Gain the red line, dump it in, sticked into the corner by Cantillion. Slung around the near side. Walking out with it is Polsky, but he loses it. Pass eludes everybody and giving chase. Got a number 8 out there. I don't have a number 8 on my roster, folks, so if you're watching this game and you can tell me who number 8 is in white, that would be fantastic. I have 2 number 7s, so I'm thinking maybe... the Stallions fans want an interference call because that was the same play that was called on the Stallions earlier in the game. Abdul Aleem goes down hard against the boards. Up to Gelvin. Puck is cleared out. Tompkins now plays it ahead to Ann. Ann goes around Burns. Walks in, shot. Cantillion makes the save. It's knocked into the far corner. 4-player scrum in that corner. A 5th skater comes over. 3 black jerseys, 2 white down there. Battling for the puck as we're under 3 minutes left to go in the first. Eventually it's dug out by the Ice Dogs. They have it behind the net. That's Dominic Semino now, pinned up against the glass by Gray Axel. Kept in at the point by the Ice Dogs. Flipped in, steered aside by Cantillion into the near corner. Walking in with it now is McGrath. McGrath with the centering feed, and he gets the rebound, tucks it in the near post. And the Ice Dogs now up 4 in the first. When things are going your way, things are going your way. And that right there, as McGrath walked in, he tried the pass. The puck bounced right back to him. And by that point, Cantillion had moved off that near post. And all he had to do was tap it home. And it's 4-0. Let's see if I can get the license plate of number 8 next time he's back out there. Gio Ori tries to play it. It's taken, though, by Tompkins behind the net. Tompkins walking up. Gets it back. Takes it wide as McGrath on his left. Hard shot. Shoulder save. It's behind the new goalie, Flynn Walker, who just checks in. There's a scrum in the crease, and Mason Abdul-Alim tries to play the puck out. He can't. Ice Dogs just all over the Stallions here in the first period. Cleared up. Not out. Kept in at the point there by DiNicola. Again, not able to clear it. Shot in on Walker. Sticks it into the corner. It's number 50, Flynn Walker now in the game. Here comes McGrath. McGrath tries the backhand, and it finds the pads of Walker, who makes the save. So Nathaniel Cantillion had a difficult first period. Flynn Walker will come in here to try to stem the tide a little bit as his team is down 4-0. Back to the point, Panko dumps it in deep. Behind the net, that's Wu. Puck squirts out. Kept in at the point, and we have a whistle for something. Cross check here on the Ice Dogs, I believe. Looks like Peter Cortis, number 18. Yep. Peter Curtis, number 18, will go to the box here for 2 minutes. So the Stallions with an opportunity to get on the board here in the first. This is a critical power play here in the first period. You don't say that very often, but if you can get a goal here on this power play and make it 4-1 going into the second, feel a whole lot better about things if you are the Chicago Stallions. So big power play here for the black and gold. Pease tries to make the pass out of the corner. Knocked away, back to the point to Goldman. Goldman back down in the corner to Pease. Pease tries the cross-ice pass. Nobody home. Over to Burns now. Burns has it down deep. He's double-teamed down there, taken away by Semino. Semino throws it around to the far side. Pease will go after it with, I think that says Russell on his nameplate, so that's what we're going to go with. And Wu will come out with it. Tristan Wu was a Premier Select All-Star this year, showing why here in the first period. Goldman now across the blue line. Drops it for Axel. Axel winds up, hits the wicked slap shot. Rebound attempt, save made by Turchinski. Cleared out, and that'll come all the way down for an icing. So opportunity there for the Stallions. Turchinski, again, not challenged much here in the first period, but comes up big right there on the power play on that hard slap shot from the point. Minute 7 left on the power play, 21.9 left to go here in period number 1. Draws one by the Stallions, back to the point. That's Goldman. Over to Abdul-Alim, who tries to rip the wrist shot, knocked away from him. So we're down to 10 seconds. whistled down here as Pease went in ahead of the play. So there'll be about 45 seconds left on the power play for the Stallions when we start the second period. There's the draw. Abdul-Aleem wins it forward, and that will do it for period number 1. A period absolutely dominated by the Ice Dogs playing on their home ice here. They lead this one 4-0. And again, the Ice Dogs did And we're back. There we go. Sorry about that. As I said, I'm a solo, I guess, broadcast team here today. So not only am I broadcasting the game, I have to troubleshoot while the game is live. We are back. 23 seconds left on the power play. All you heard me miss was a read, and I will do that read again to satisfy the fine people over at the Northern Illinois Hockey League. Stallions with the puck. They look to break the proverbial ice here as they are down 4-0 here in the second period. Cleared in. Taken back by the Stallions. Missed on the attempt there. Curtis down low. Peter Curtis behind the net. Toward the offensive zone. Comes back the other direction below the red line again. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Has all day. Gets it across to Cimino. Bounces over his stick. Curtis again. Knocked away. Stallions trying to get the puck out of their zone. They can't. Gio Ori finally flips it on the backhand out to center ice. Knocked away. It is Russell. Thank you. Connor Russell, number 8, not number 7. So mystery solved. And here comes Goldman now across the blue line. Goldman walks in, takes it wide as his shot deflected by Russell. Centering feed off the back of the net. Played up but not out. Kept in there by Madden. Madden slings it over to the other side. Peter Polsky steals it. Back to Madden. Knocked away from him and the Ice Dogs. Good layers by the Ice Dogs, not allowing the Stallions any rebound opportunities. Abdul-Aleem plays it a little too forward. Northrup walks in across the zone with it. Tries to skate through 2 defenders and can't. Pass up ahead to DiNicola. DiNicola wide with it, below the red line. Backhands it back the other direction. Back to the point. Not kept in, knocked out. Madden tries to race for the puck. He can't. Cleared in, and that'll be whistled down for an offsides. Face off in the neutral zone here. The Chicago Blackhawks are proud to sponsor the Northern Illinois Hockey League. Hawks fans, be sure to catch these upcoming games. Tuesday, February 14th in Montreal, taking on the Canadiens. What says Valentine's Day better than grown men punching each other on the ice? Wednesday, the 15th, the Blackhawks will take on the Maple Leafs. And then Friday, the 17th, they stay north of the border against Ottawa. All three games start at 6 p.m. Central Time. Don't miss the Chicago Blackhawks in action. Gray Axel now to Northrop. Northrop's shot goes wide. Stallions trying to get something going offensively here. Back to the point. Whistled in there, deflected wide of the net. Ice Dogs have the puck here. Out into the neutral zone. Gray Axel flips it forward. Stolen away there by Pease. Pease walks across the blue line, fires the shot. It's deflected on its way in. Alford down low. He centers it. Pease has it on his stick. Shot in. Save made by Turchinski. Back to the point to Rudy Way. Way winds up, fires the shot. It's handed, gloved down by William Tompkins and backhanded out. That'll come down for a catch and edge, and it will gain the red line for an icing. So Rudy Way wound up on that forehand, and Tompkins just stuck the big paw out and caught it in midair. Draw to the left now of Jason Turchinski. About 10 minutes left to go in the second period. Stallions just looking for any sort of offensive pressure. Abdul Aleem plays it over to Pease. Pease's shot is blocked, and out with it comes Curtis. Curtis plays it forward. That's Chichello. Over to Wu. Wu down there on the near half boards. Plays it down deep. Pair of sixes down there. Rudy Way able to play the puck further along, but kept down in that far corner. Two skaters aside down there now. Way. Tristan Wu down low. Behind the net with it now. That's Gunnar Goldman. Goldman taps it forward up ahead to Crumbless. Curtis able to steal it. Has Wu with him. Curtis walks in. Curtis all the way in, and he roofs it. Wow. Peter Curtis absolutely with a roof job there. Had Tristan Wu with him, but he knew exactly what he wanted to do. He put that puck top corner, blocker side, and it is 5-0. Dogs continue to pour it on here in this one. The score remains this way. The Ice Dogs and Peoria will play for the Peewee Premier Select Championship next Sunday down at Inwood. That's Lothar, has it knocked away. Skating out with it, Alford. Alford has it poked away at the blue line. Got a collision there, and I think it's going to be a penalty here on Bryce Lothar for the rough. So the Stallions will go on the man advantage with 9 minutes and 1 second left to go here in the second period. It's a little hard to read the scoreboard through the netting, but I believe it says 9:01. In that far corner, Ice Dogs come out with it. Down a skater. That's Wu, clears it in. Tristan Wu behind the net. Squirts out into the crease area, and it's tipped home by Dominic Semino. So when it rains, it pours. And good forecheck by Tristan Wu on that shorthanded opportunity. And it just squirted out into the paint. And Dominic Semino on, while shorthanded, able to make it 6-0. And not much you can say about it. I said in that first period, when things are going right, they're going right. And so far, the Ice Dogs have gotten every bounce in this one. Again, the puck just sitting in that high slot area. And out with it now come the Stallions as they're down 6. Up ahead to Burns. Burns takes it wide. Self-pass off the end boards. Back to the point to Goldman. Goldman walks in, takes it wide. Down low to Burns. Burns centering feed through the crease out the other side. Axel one-hands it down low. Nobody there but Zorik. Knocked away, and here comes Tompkins one-on-one with Westerholm. Tompkins goes wide. Westerholm fends him off. Shot from a bad angle. Save made. Play continues, and no, play doesn't continue. It looked like Walker played that puck forward, but the official stops the play, so we'll have a face-off in the Stallions defensive zone here. Draw is won by the Ice Dogs. They're shorthanded for another 37 seconds. They are controlling the play here. That is McGrath. McGrath with the drop feed. Wraparound attempt, stuff attempt by Panko as Walker holds that near post. The Stallions now work it out to center ice. It's Gio Ori on the backhand towards the goal. Not much on it, though, and it's knocked down. Tristan Wu. Wu with the hard backhand, played with a high stick, but Northrup is the next one to touch it, so that's waved off. There's Alford. Squirts in. Turchinski doesn't have to play it as Semino is able to get it. Works out into center ice, plays it forward. Alford bangs it off the boards over to Polsky. Polsky has it, gains the blue line. Backhanded feed for Ori down low. Eludes him. Ori goes into the corner to play it with Semino, and the Ice Dogs take it again. Seems like every loose puck is going to the team in white here in this matchup. Panico. Cross ice pass. Northrop misplays it. It's on the stick of McGrath. McGrath coming down 2-on-1. Feed over to DiNicola, and the shot and the save was made by Walker. Out to center ice. Tompkins has it there. Knocked away. Abdul Aleem goes through the body to play the puck. Abdul Aleem has it. Fires the shot. Save made by Turchinski. The Chicago Blackhawks are proud to announce that it is never too early to start planning your spring and summer. To check out all the exciting upcoming Blackhawks camps and tournaments, head over to blackhawks.com/youth hockey. Offensive zone draw for the Stallions. 5-6 player scrum along those near boards. And again, coming out with it are the Ice Dogs. Out to center ice, though. Goldman has it, tries to throw it back in. Tompkins goes around Madden, gains the red line, dumps it in deep. We are at the 5.5-minute mark here, this middle frame in a game that has been all Ice Dogs from the word go. It is 6-0. Another battle this time in the Stallion zone. 5 players digging for it there. And again, it's dug out by the Ice Dogs. Shot in, stick to side by Walker. Cleared into center ice. Tompkins with the hard clear banging the puck into the offensive zone. Rudy Way will play it for the Stallions. Sorry about that, folks. Camera, again, I don't know what's going. It's the final Stream Sports Midwest broadcast of the year, and we're running into issues here, of course. We just lost the camera feed for a minute. I don't know what happened, but we're back. You didn't miss anything. Offensive zone draw with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left. Thanks for hanging with us. We're on game about 50 this year, and they've all pretty much gone off without a hitch. And, of course, this one here I'm running solo, and coming way out to play the puck is Jason Turchinski out by the faceoff dot as he had a Mason Abdul-Aleem bearing down on him. Yeah, so every game has gone basically off without a hitch so far this year. In this very last game, that's now an audio issue and a video issue, but both solved in fairly quick time. We might have a penalty called here on the Ice Dogs. Delay a game. Official over there talking to Jason Turchinski, telling him what he can and what he can't do. So, yeah, he is whistled for a delay of game penalty. So another power play here for the Stallions in the second period. They trail by 6. Still communication there between the linesmen and the Ice Dogs. Draws one by the Ice Dogs, and they're able to flip it out to center ice. Back to retrieve the puck is Anthony Panico, stolen away there by Abdul-Aleem. Abdul-Aleem with the stick lift, backhands it behind the net. It's Alford. Alford tries the other direction. In the slot, the shot in. Turchinski, the rebound by Abdul-Aleem off the side of the net. Puck sitting right at that near post. Mason Abdul-Aleem trying to get something done by himself here. A couple of opportunities. 2 players to a side, back to the point. That's Westerholm, puts it on his forehand, fires the wrist shot up over the net. Burns now, below the red line, slings it around to the near side. Taken, though, by Semino. Semino, not a Panico, and that gets out to center ice. Westerholm gives chase. We're down to 51 seconds left to go here in the second period. 6-0, Ice Dogs with the commanding lead. Westerholm gains the blue line, passes it to Burns, but Burns went inside. The pass went outside, and that gives the Ice Dogs a chance to possess the puck. That's Cicchello. Leo Cicchello plays it back to Panico. Panico plays it up to the point, kept in by Rudy Way. Cross-ice pass over to Northrup. Northrup walks in, shot, right pad save. Pease is right there. Tries the backhand from a bad angle, goes wide. Crumbless back to the point to Way. Cicchello now plays it to Pishenko, who doesn't gain the red line. Or excuse me, that was number 22. That was Semino. That wasn't 12. That was 22. Long pass up ahead to Crumbless. Bounces over his stick. They do get it into the offensive zone here as the power play expires. 2.5 minutes now left to go in the second period. Northrup backhands it over to Way. Way clears it in, but right back out. Hard pass. McGrath steals it for the Ice Dogs. McGrath walks around Northrup, takes it deep, behind the net with it. Pauses, tries to go onto his backhand. He's fended off by Northrup. Pushed around to the near side, kept in over there by Tompkins. Tompkins with the wrist shot, knocked down in front of the net by Way. Cleared up and out to center ice. Curtis, though, knocks the stick out of Crumbless's hands, and Tristan Way has it for the Ice Dogs. Back in his own zone, over to William Tompkins. Tompkins now forward to Curtis, who tips it in. McGrath gives chase. He's bumped into the boards, no whistle. Rudy Way and Crumbless battle for it for the Stallions. Comes out to center ice, come all the way down on Turchinski. And this one he can cover up and not fear a whistle. So there's a minute, 27 seconds left to go here in the middle period. 6-0, Ice Dogs with the lead. Draw to the right of Jason Turchinski. Owen Madden will take the draw for the Stallions. Puck taken away by the Stallions. The Ice Dogs get it right back. Oh, just over the stick of Polsky. Gio Ori battles for it at center ice, but Di Nicola takes it away from him. Lothar now across the red line, across the blue line, but that'll be offsides as Di Nicola went in ahead of the play. Exactly 1 minute left in the second period, and the Ice Dogs well on their way to the championship game next Sunday at Inwood in Joliet, barring something miraculous here by the Stallions. 6-0, Ice Dogs with the lead. Coleman one-hands it. Gets it back, gets it out to center ice. Ori, Way, and Goldman down there for the Stallions. A couple of white jerseys, now 3 white jerseys as William Tompkins joins the scrum, and Tompkins is the one who comes out with it. Goes D to D, gets it up to Semino, indirect off the ice. Semino walks in. Semino with the shot. Left pad save made. Over to the far corner now. Knocked away from Gelvin. Francisco Gelvin. Again, 4-player scrum behind the net, and that will just, I'm going to blow the whistle with 3.5 seconds left. So there will be an offensive zone draw here for the Stallions. They look for one more opportunity potentially before the end of the second period. Draw to the right of Flynn Walker. Wu on the backhand attempt as the horn sounds. That'll do it for the second period. And again, just an absolutely dominating performance here by the Ice Dogs. They lead by 6 as we go to the third. And I believe that we'll be running that third period with a running clock. 6-goal lead in the third period usually means running clock. We will see what happens, though, here in the third. There's a running clock in the first game. I imagine that'll be the case, but we will see. All teams have finished their regular season play. We are now in the league's end-of-season phase, the NIHL Blackhawks tournament. Keep your eye on the NIHL.info website and the NIHL Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages for upcoming broadcasts of NIHL Blackhawks tournament championship games. And I can tell you that is a wrap on our season with Stream Sports Midwest broadcasts on the NIHL TV network. For Eric and I, this will be our second full season for Eric. I believe this is 4th season involved with NIHL, and we love every single minute of it, and we cannot wait for year 3 to get started. NIHL players and goalies, NIHL's best flow is back. This is a fun celebration of the best hockey era in the league. There's always great enthusiasm for this promotion from players and fans. All entries are now in. Follow the NIHL Facebook page and see what weekdays you will be able to vote for your favorites. One player represents the team in the contest. In the end, there will be a youth and a coach winner. They will win prizes for their team and for themselves. Prizes are sponsored by Jerry's Hockey and the Northern Illinois Hockey League. Be sure to make your voice heard as we will see who will be named NIHL's Best Flow 2023. We are ready for the final period of the final Stream Sports Midwest broadcast for the 2022-2023 NIHL season. It absolutely flew by for Eric and I. It feels just like yesterday that we were setting up our schedule for the seeding rounds, and we've got championship games coming up in a week. Ice Dogs looking to add to their 6-0 lead, and they do. That's tipped home by William Tompkins on the rebound. They get the extra point, and it's 7-0 Ice Dogs. We are going to be playing this third with a running clock, so even less time for the Stallions to get back into this, but the Ice Dogs really dominating here from the very beginning. 4 first period goals, excuse me. They added 2 in the second, 1 here in the third. Sorry. Play at center ice. There's Mason Abdul-Alim. Fortunate to call a couple of games for Mason this season, and he is an incredibly talented young man. I'm looking forward to seeing him. One of the neat things about NIHL is seeing these kids go from 10U to 12U to 14U, and we've had the opportunity, where we've, been calling some of these kids where last year they were in 10U, this year they're in 12, or last year they were in 12, this year was in 14, and it's fun watching them grow and develop. And we were able to see Mason a couple of times last year, a couple of times this year. So looking forward to what the future holds for him and the rest of this team. A lot of these kids we've had on broadcasts, I'd say maybe half a dozen times over the last couple of years. So a lot of fun. And Stallions try to catch the Ice Dogs in a change here. Pease walks in. Pease throws it through, looking for Crumbless. Crumbless down low to Goldman. Golden turns around and slings it through the crease. That'll come out to center ice. Crumbless has it, clears it to the blue line, but not in. Now it's cleared in. Cross ice pass up to Gelvan. Gelvan throws it in deep. Cross corner clear. Goldman goes after it with Curtis. And the Stallions will walk out with it. Up to Pease. Pease gains the blue line. Puts the shot in. Directed into the corner nicely by Turchinski. That's Semino. Semino walks out. Looking for Cicello. Good defense by Northrup to keep him from playing the puck. Northrup slings it around to Crumbless. Pass up ahead to Madden, played through his skates. Curtis now gains the blue line as Wu with him. Curtis walks in on the backhand, turns around on the forehand, goes back to the D, goes back to Russell. Russell to Wu in that far corner. Tristan Wu just dumps it in deeper. McGrath will go and play it. McGrath battles with Goldman in that near corner. McGrath walks out with it. McGrath feed to DiNicola. DiNicola gets the shot off, and the save is made by Walker. We're down to 10-16 with the running clock here in the third period. Puck is kept in at the point by the Ice Dogs. Rudy Way will play it, throw it around to the far side. Polsky is the first one there, tries the self pass, tipped away, and the Ice Dogs just walk it back out to center ice. Polsky gets it back, finds the stick of Lothar. Batted down, Polsky takes it back, knocked away by Lothar again. Lothar dumps it in. Rudy Way is there for it. Back to Polsky. Polsky cross ice to Madden. Madden turns, dumps it in. And Tompkins will be the first one there for the Ice Dogs. Kept in at those near half boards, centering feed, nobody there except Dominic Semino for the Ice Dogs. Madden centering feed to Polsky. Polsky with the backhand. Turchinski pushes himself from that left post to the right to make the save, but Polsky didn't get a lot on that backhand. Walking out with it now is Hyunjun An. He clears it in. Rudy Way will play it for the Stallions. As Gelvan bearing down on him, Way now takes the space given to him. Through the neutral zone, walks around a defender, gets across the blue line, just throws it in from the point. Tompkins is going to be the first one there. Plays it to Wu. Wu up ahead to Curtis. Curtis cross ice to Cicello, knocks it down. Cicello walks in. Cicello takes it deep, goes behind the net. Back to Wu. Tristan Wu back to Cicello. Cicello back to Wu on the give and go shot. Score! That was gorgeous. Cicello and Wu once again teaming up on the give and go, and Tristan Wu walks in, roofs it, and it's 8-0. Couple of really pretty goals here by the Ice Dogs as they look to finish strong here, as we're at 8 minutes now. Draws one straight back by the Ice Dogs. Pease behind the net. That's Pashenko. Jonathan Pashenko gets it up as far as the blue line. Second attempt, though, that's going to come out to Lothar. Lothar loses it to Crumbless. They try the other side, get it out, dump it in, and Gray Axel will play it for the. Walking into the Ice Dogs again. One-time attempt under the stick of McGrath. Comes out the near side. Goldman one-hands it forward. Stallions still playing hard, playing tough. They're just outmatched here today. McGrath on his backhand throws it through the crease. It's sitting in the high slot area, and the puck is underneath Nolan Northrup, and the shot in by Ann is sticked aside by Flynn Walker. Back to the point. Ice Dogs whip it in. Far half boards. Behind the net, that's Ann. Ann battling with Goldman. Goldman wins this one, and he walks out to center ice. Across the neutral zone, across the blue line, leaves it for Pease. Pease tries to kick it to his stick. He can't. Here comes Galvan, 1-on-2. Galvan with the shot with Abdul Aleem bearing down on him. Galvan, 4 players down there in the near corner. Puck comes up to the blue line, kept in by the Ice Dogs for the moment. Rudy Way now. Way up ahead to Cole Canellis. Canellis misplays it, or has it taken away by Curtis, I should say. Potential breakaway for Cicchello. Cicchello walking in, stick lift, backhand, save made. Puck knocked into the corner. Nice stick lift by Cicchello. Nice save by Flynn Walker. Here comes Tompkins now. Tompkins on the backhand. There's Tristan Way. Back to Thompson. Back to Tompkins, rather. Puck just squirts through the crease, and coming out with it, it's Peter Polsky. Here's Abdul Aleem. Mason Abdul Aleem on his backhand. Tipped away by Tompkins. Trying to go through Tompkins and Wu. Tough task for number 5 in black. Long outlet passes. We're down to 5 minutes. Abdul Aleem has it. Just clears it in and will go for a change. Long indirect pass to McGrath. McGrath across the red line. Gains the blue line. He's the only one there. 4 black jerseys back to defend. Comes out of the zone. Di Nicola able to play it. Waits for McGrath to clear. Dumps it in. Long pass up ahead. Looking for Gio Ori. Knocked down, though, by Pashenko. In the Stallion zone. Comes out. Played there by Russell. Russell plays it forward. Tipped in by the Ice Dogs. Back to play it is Gray Axel. Axel backhanded flip to Westerholm, who throws it over to the near side onto the waiting stick of Reed Alford. Alford has some time, tries the centering feed, finds Lothar. Lothar dumps it in deep. And on the forecheck, Ice Dogs have the puck again. Centering feed through the crease. Puck sitting right at the blue line, and Axel will take it for the Chicago Stallions. Axel leaves it for Ori at the point, right back to Axel over his stick. Goes down low where Panico will play it for the Ice Dogs. And tries to play it forward, can't. Stallions have it for the moment. Northrup with the hard shot from the point, and it deflects in. There you go. If you're the Stallions, Northrup puts the shot on goal, deflects off the stick of an Ice Dog skater into the back of the net, and the Stallions get themselves on the board. It's 8-1. Just not enough offensive pressure here by the Stallions this afternoon, but they battle to the very end, and Nolan Northrup will get the credit for that one here in the third. Down to 3 minutes left. Gio Ori up ahead to Goldman. The Ice Dogs take it the other direction. Tompkins comes down with Cicchello, 2-on-1. Cicchello has it. Cicchello back to Thompson. Tompkins. And just like that, this has been some pretty offensive hockey by the Ice Dogs. Tompkins and Cicchello have made this one 9-1. That was a pretty 2-on-1. Both players unselfish, and that's the third or fourth goal that the Ice Dogs have scored here in this one that have been that kind of pretty, as they say. 2 minutes left. Ice Dogs continue to push. Abdul Aleem now with it. Tristan Wu walking forward. Wu across the blue line has Cicchello with him. Wu looking for a call. I don't know that he's going to get one in a 9-1 hockey game, but Wu behind the net on his backhand. It's Curtis. Back to Wu. Wu over to Cicchello. Back to Wu. Give and go. Underneath his stick and Pease as we're under 2 now. Pease knocked away from him by Tompkins. Tompkins started this game defensively and scored 2 goals here in the last period and a half. Comes on 1-on-2. Goes around Rudy Way. The shot in. And the glove save made by Flynn Walker. So before we get out of here today, I want to make sure we thank everybody, given that this will be the final Stream Sports Midwest broadcast of NIHL hockey this season. I want to start with my fantastic business partner, Eric Willowite. Had an absolutely fantastic time with you this year. Had a fantastic time with you last year. And looking forward to doing more with you down the stretch. And I want to thank Ruben Medina. He's been that go-between. He's been that liaison. He's been the one who's handled all the difficult scheduling for Eric and I, getting in touch with all of the teams and all of the managers and all of the arenas and making sure that Eric and I are always set up the way we need to in order to bring you the NIHL Game of the Week. Speaking of managers and rinks, I want to thank all the managers for all of the teams, not just the home teams, but the road teams with their communication. The home teams especially, thank you for here's a chance for Polsky save is made. Thank you for, again, making sure that Eric and I had access to everything we needed in order to broadcast your kids' games. And obviously, I want to thank those of you who have tuned in to our NIHL Game of the Week broadcasts this season. Again, an absolute blast for Eric and I as we put on about 50 games this year. We did about 75 a year ago. So, but it has been an absolute pleasure, an absolute joy. An absolute joy is what you can see right there as the Ice Dogs punch their ticket to Joliet, and they will take on the top seed Peoria Mustangs next Sunday in the NIHL Blackhawks championship game at the Peewee 12U level. Just too much offense by the Ice Dogs here this afternoon. So again, I want to thank everybody who watches, everybody who checks in on our Facebook pages, who follows us on Facebook and Twitter, and all the kind words. I've said many times that Eric and I, we just love youth hockey. We love all levels of hockey, but the watching these kids compete, from age 10 all the way up to age 18, and just being a part of this and being involved in this is something that Eric and I love. It's a passion for the two of us, and we cannot wait for year number 3. Again, I want to thank Ruben, because none of this would have been possible without Ruben Medina. So once again, your final score on the final Stream Sports Midwest broadcast of the season are the Ice Dogs 9, the Stallions 1 in that championship game in the Peewee 12U Premier Select division is all set. It is the number 1 seed Peoria Mustangs and the number 3 seed Ice Dogs. They will see who will hoist that trophy and hoist that banner next Sunday down in Inwood. Everybody, I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll talk to you in the fall.